Hello people, and welcome back to part 16 of the City Skylines build guide. And we are currently experiencing a rather large fire. Citizens don't seem too phased, surprisingly. They're having water dumped on them from probably about 50 feet up in the air and walking past an absolute inferno. And very specifically, this one gate is on fire. Although the helicopter seems to be helping. The fires are pretty rampant in the city at the moment. And to help combat that, we have installed a fire watch tower. So these guys can spot forest fires. Let's go have a little look at what they do. So firefighters man the watchtower to spot forest fires before they reach the city. A forest fire can spread into the city if it reaches city buildings. Hills and mountains can affect visibility from the tower. Forest fires can only be put out with firefighter helicopters, of course, which we have right here. And you just saw in action over there right now. Before we kick off today's episode by showing off some small off-camera additions and what we're going to be doing today, I just wanted to have a quick chat with you guys. For those of you that don't know, I play a lot of Warhammer 2, Total War Warhammer 2, and the DLC, the new Festag DLC just got announced yesterday, the Shadow and the Blade, and I would love to really make a campaign of that. Now, right now, I have tried some Total War in the past. It was quite a long time ago now. Didn't really take off, but to be honest, I didn't really put that much effort into it. Would you guys be interested in seeing a campaign of Total War? We can maybe do like hour-long episodes, or, I don't know, maybe keep it similar to the build guide where we do 40 to 50 minutes. We do it on the harder difficulties to make it more interesting, but let me know if any of you guys are Total War fans, or maybe you're looking to get into kind of the Total War kind of grander, epic fantasy genre for the first time, that kind of real big RTS game. Let me know, because I'm really thinking of making some content for Warhammer 2 when the new DLC drops on the 12th of December. Let me know if you guys will be up for that. I'll probably go ahead and make it anyway. Don't worry if you don't want that, because it won't interfere with the build guide. This will still remain the main series on the channel. Ignore this, I still need to do work on it. Over at the university, we have installed a trade school outdoor study area. Let's have a little look at this number. So a seated outdoor area is perfect for studying on a beautiful day. Outdoor study improves campus area attractiveness and student capacity. And I thought this would fit in really nicely in between our two trade school study halls. So it's just replaced one of the parks. And we are now at level 3. We still have quite a long time to get to the 4th level. So remember, a little tip with your universities: don't build another one until one of them is level 5, because if you have 2, then you have almost too much room for your university students. This place is no longer burnt down, so we can show us off a little bit. I need to do some terraforming here. I'm not happy with that. That is disgusting. We won't keep that, but you can kind of see how this area looks here as well. We've got another library in here too, so you're getting a real kind of central focus within this road network here. So that's going to look really cool. When we unlock the last couple of buildings. Oh my word, this is getting worse. Stop burning. Why are you so exposed? Okay, I guess maybe, maybe because these guys don't have a fire station. Maybe that's why. Let's go ahead and place this in, shall we? Here seems like a good spot. That's probably going to force a few levels up as well. Well, at least it's burning the dead. That saves us having to use a crematorium, I suppose. So this part of town is burning down, but thankfully we are not working on that today. So over in our Green Cities housing, this place is starting to expand, and I don't know if I've overdone it, maybe a little bit. I'm thinking maybe we should actually remove the policy, the district policy from this section just here. So just take those away, and then those houses, as they lose the renewable greenhouse policy, they will just despawn, as you can see, and then rebuild as regular houses. So we also have a school in here now as well. Obviously people are milling around the tram lines, which is really good to see, getting quite a dense feel in this part of town right now. And then obviously we've got lots of people using the trams. There's also a high school here now, which is the Institute of Creative Arts. We did have a little more elementary and high school demand. In fact, we even have more already This is due to the fact we've expanded our residences using high density. So a lot of these guys are coming in for the first time. And why are these guys still building? You shouldn't be renewable. That's quite weird. Surely they're going to regenerate? Yeah, okay, I'm assuming they will. Okay, so also this highway here, we have extended this down and fixed it. And there is now kind of a mini switch and interchange here. So this road coming here, you cannot turn left here. You cannot go this way. It is not allowed because we were getting a big traffic backup. So if you want to get on the highway, they have their own lane here. This is a slip road back onto the motorway. And then also if they're leaving this part of town, they don't have to come all the way down here and clog this junction up. They do have a one-way slip road. And this is traffic managed, so they can only enter here. They cannot turn left and use this as a shortcut because the AI will read this as the faster route because it's a faster road. So just there's more fires. Oh my word! Ignore them. Let's just focus on the nice part of the city as the rest of the city burns behind us. This is fine. Okay, so this is doing okay. It's giving access into the industrial areas over here, where we also have a new factory. This is the clothing factory. Again, you can see it is turned off because we are not producing plastics. But once we do begin to turn plastics, this thing isn't costing us anything, and we just want to have the budget to place it in. So that's all okay. Yeah, all right. So everything seems to be moving nicely right now. So what I wanted to work on today was kind of rounding off this area in a nice fashion. So let's go ahead and grab our trees. So a lot of the time in City Skylines, I kind of struggle with actually finishing an area. So what I'm going to do is just bring in a couple of trees. I'm going to kind of draw out a border of where I want this area to finish. Let's go ahead and fill that in as well because this will become forestry eventually. And let's just kind of trim that up. Just to about there. Yeah, so kind of finishing an area once you've started it can be quite difficult, I think. So that's what I wanted to work on today. And I think I'm just going to create a bit of a park area right up against this forest. And have that as kind of the ultimate finisher, really. So let's go ahead and plan out our tram lines, because I do want the tram line to continue through here. Let's come up by 5. And then out by another 5. And then just kind of curve this guy around. So it can be nice just to separate your tram roads away from the actual road. I think it's quite a nice way to bring it to a close. So I'm going to come out again by 5. And then probably up to there would be a good spot. And then there. Okay, let's work on the road now. So I'll have this guy come down in the road as well, and I'm just going to follow the curvature of the tram line as best I can. There we go. I want to bring him a little bit closer here if possible. There we go. So start to merge them back together. And let's go ahead and grab this road here. Okay, so that's going to be a little side road with the trams, and then this guy is going to come up as well. There we go. Okay. Let's work on the rest of this road network here. So again, this is just going to continue to be a mix of housing and zoning. Let's actually get some bike paths in here. We do have a little bit of a bike lane coming from here. So I think maybe up to there. And again, we'll feature the bike lane. So I'm just going to kind of plan out a bike route right now. Let's have a bike road. I do want to leave room for a main road, so let's plan that through as well. I think we're going to go for the large avenue with grass. This guy's going to come out by 20. And that should be okay. and then we'll bring him up to this level as well. Okay, so what I want to do now is kind of go ahead and plan out where this kind of finishing park is going to lie. Okay, let's have a nice road through here, and I think we'll probably upgrade this as well and keep this as something of an artery through the road, so lots of traffic can pass through. It's always good if you're going to start a new area is just map out your roads first. It'll make it a lot easier to kind of come up with different ideas and themes that you can apply. Let's have one up here. Just a different road network there. That's going to fill out most of our squares. Okay. And then with this road here, I'm just going to have it come out a little further and then switch to my one-way road with trees. And let's just make a little roundabout. I think what I'll do there is maybe put a little gazebo with trees in there as well. We'll see how that turns out. Let me bring my tram road through first. This should fit, I think. I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, there we go. We just need to draw the trams in first. Okay, and then this thing over here is going to be my park. So let's go ahead and kind of finish that off. And we probably will eventually, when we unlock the tiles, open these tiles up here to make some kind of mountain resort. But we are a long way off that yet, so there's no real need to worry about that. For right now, anyway. Let's go for... I'm not actually sure what I want to do here. I think maybe I might just place some assets and expand them rather than make an actual park. Because we do have room for a plaza with trees here. And then let's have a look what else we have room for. Let's look at our basketball court maybe. Maybe we could do that. Let's bring our tram road to a finish. Right along the back of here. And then where's going to be the best place to hook this guy up again? Probably here, I would imagine. There we go. And then let's bring him straight across like that. So we can have a nice tram running through our park area. I'm going to go ahead and bring through maybe a little bit of a dirt road. Let's kind of play with some dirt roads for a while maybe, see how that looks. I don't think I want it there. Maybe here. Let's try that. It's just a little bit too far away from what I wanted. Let's try that again. Just a little bit further back. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring the dirt road in here. Then I'm going to have a couple of little, almost like a sports centre here. So I think rather than building an individual park area, because we've already built quite a few in this city so far, I want to kind of do something a little different with this one. Let's delete that and bring it up through here. There we go. Through the back, and then here. And then here again. And then we can hopefully get one in here. Yep, just about. Okay, so let's fill it out with this tree here, see how that looks. So a lot of kind of the decorating with cities is just kind of playing and seeing what looks good. That is not the right tree. Pretty sure it's these, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So, you know, just kind of having a bit of a play and seeing what you can come up with. You don't have to be too fancy. So I'm just kind of extending that park out here. Just doing a little bit of paved walk side decorating. Okay. Let's have a look at the buildings we can place down here. A sauna would be a good thing to have down this road, I think. Let's place that in. So again, it's kind of sticking to that theme of health and well-being. Let's have a look at some of our unique buildings. A stadium. No, this is definitely a downtown building. That's too big for here. Plaza of the Dead. That's not really what I want in a health and fitness centre. Friendly Neighbourhood Park might be a good shout here. Maybe. Yeah, okay, let's place that there. It looks as though we can actually expand the paths off of this, which is always appreciated. Not off this one? No? Oh yeah, okay, it does connect, just not off of the actual asset itself. Okay, let's have some there. And then here. So again, we've done this before, when you do get these horrible little like gaps in paths that are close to each other. Just go ahead and fill them in with some trees. And you can get some pretty neat looking ideas. Okay, we do need to bring the water network out here now. Let's bring him up there. And then down here. And that should include pretty much all of them, apart from this guy here. Let's connect him up. Okay, I'm thinking about some zoning. So we've got a lot of residential right now. I think I'm going to bring it down to a bit of lower density right here. So let's have all of this as low dense. We'll keep these strips here free. Again, we need to remember our cycle path as well, so let's go ahead and put some of those in. So really what we're doing today is just kind of constructing a new neighbourhood. Making it as friendly and as attractive as for Sims as possible. And again, we're going to get power syncing through this link now here. I definitely want some commercial along the front here. Right in front of the park. Probably on this front as well, I imagine. Let's go ahead and bring some tram lines in. So right now we just have the one service in this district, that's fine. Let's start a new line from here. So he's going to come right down the high street and kind of stop every couple of blocks. And he's then going to come in here. And then right here on the high street. And then back down here. And I wonder, do I want him? These road networks are already pretty busy. And there is already a tram network down there, so I think I'm just going to have him loop around. And then he'll be able to get some people in. Okay. It's coming along nicely. So I think now we know where our tram and park will end. Let's go ahead and bring in the rest of these trees to make up the forest. Okay, just a little bit. I don't know if it's maybe a little too much, but you know, this is a forest industry anyway, and it will actually border the forest industry as well. Okay. Got some nice commercial development along the front here now. Got a little bit of space here still to be used up. Oh, these guys here have taken the green renewable energy theme as well. But that's fine. I don't think I mind that. I do like... So these are what the low density residential looks like with the housing theme on. Obviously we've used these before over on the island. This is the commercial versions for the low density commercial. And did we not use some green theme housing over here? Maybe we didn't. Can't remember where it was. Is this growing back yet? Oh my god, look at all this scorched earth, man. We've also added a trampoline park as well, which is fun for all the family. Let's go ahead kind of carry on zoning out our districts here. So we've still got big boy residential demand. Let's go ahead and fill out another block. And again, I want to keep that theme of walkability through here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my cycle paths right through the middle. There we go. That's going to keep people moving about nicely. Got some good policies along here now. Let's maybe have a look at some... Oh, no. Oops. I just accidentally took off the housing policy. I did not mean to do that. Let's have a look at some policies for what we want here. So obviously this is quite a wealthy, rich, green part of town. So I want this to be... I want the policies to reflect that. So power usage, water usage and smoke detectors are all going to be a thing. Recycling here as well. There is a fair few park assets within this district, so parks and recreation is going to be good. Education boost as well. I don't want free public transport. Public transport is a really good money maker for your city, so it's not something you really particularly want to make free. Prefer parks. Not really bothered about that. Let's have a look at some taxation. We have no leisure here. City planning turns homes into much cooler smart homes to raise the land value around them. Let's go for that. Definitely encourage biking. And let's have a look what else we have. Electric cars might be cool. So everyone living in the area must switch to an electric car, and that's going to increase cost by $2 per vehicle every week. Boost connections, not really relevant for this area. We do have, actually, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead. So I think in order for people to take this road, I am actually going to go ahead and install toll. So let's have a look at the one-way toll booth. This is what I want to place in here. So let's pause the game and delete this little stretch of road here. And connect them on. And is he the right way around? He should be. No, he's not. Oh, can I not switch it? Okay, one moment. Let's turn around. So toll roads are toll roads. Okay, it's not letting me place it. So let's go ahead and grab it. So within our road section, we have toll roads here. There are multiple different ones. There's a two-way toll booth and a one-way, and then a larger version of each of those. So obviously we want the one-way as we are installing this on a road. The blue arrow where you're placing it indicates the way in which the traffic will flow. And let's go ahead and grab our two-lane highway again and hook this little boy back up. There we go. So now anyone that wants to take this way out of town must pay a toll. Now it is shorter and it's faster and there's less congestion, so that's a perfect place to have a toll road. So they will generate money. You can increase the number of how much it costs. Obviously increasing it will decrease the amount of people that choose to take it. You see right now that we are going to have a lot of different people coming through here. And you'll see that it's going to charge 7 cars last week. And we're going to make a nice little bit of money of that. It's also going to stagger the traffic that actually flows out onto the highway. But that's going to be a nice little money maker. Nice little toll road there. Okay, I'm thinking for this area, we are going to have the first theme park of the city. Yeah, we haven't actually made one yet, so let's go ahead and have this guy. Let's kind of use the tram line as guidance. There we go, all this sector. Let's go ahead and trim this up a little bit. I am quite anal with my districts and campus and map areas and whatnot. I do like them to be as straight as possible. Switch to a smaller one. So theme parks, like any other park area in your city, function the same. You place a gate. Visitors have to pass through the gate to be counted as visitors. If they pass into the park without going through a gate first, then they will not be counted as visitors, which I did not know, and I think Bill and Ted told me that, so thank you very much, my friend. Okay, so we've got a couple of similar gates like we do with the city park stuff. We've got a main gate and a side gate. I think for a theme park of this size, I am just going to go with the side gate here. So let's kind of get him... Let's go for there. And that's going to unlock a whole bunch of stuff for us. So again, pretty similar. We get a souvenir shop, park restrooms, park game booths and carousels and whatnot. Just different attractions compared to the stuff we get at the zoos and the city parks. Let's go ahead and try and plan some of this stuff in. So I think it's come out by that. That was 100. And 100 again. Okay, let's have a little look what we can do here. Let's make another 100 box. And then I'm going to make a little bit of a theme around here. So first of all, we have a park plaza. I think that would be pretty appropriate to place as people enter. Let's have that in there. We've got a nice flat area to work with here as well. What else do we have? Amusement park cafe. I think this will be quite appropriate. Let's have this along the front here. Got a souvenir shop too. Let's go ahead and knock these paths out just a little further so we can continue placing stuff within this frame. Okay, so a cafe there. And we also have some restrooms, which I think we'll have as people enter. We then also have some of our first little games here. So let's go ahead and add those in. Let's bring him through. And then down here as well. Okay. Okay. So let's create some little game areas. Up to about here. And then to here. Let's actually go back a little further. Of course I don't want them to connect up to the road, otherwise they'll be able to enter. Let's have a game booth right on the corner here. And then another game booth here. And then we have a carousel as well. Let's see actually, so these two are kind of a similar shape, aren't they? Okay, I think I'm actually going to take this away here. And let's put these a little deeper into the theme park. Let's So let's come off at an angle here. And then let's place those two again. So I want to kind of make a little bit of a head. Let's go out 60 each side. So again, just kind of taking the time to plan out your theme parks and really make them look special and unique can just be a nice way of giving it that special touch. So as you're walking down, you know, you're greeted with these two game booths, and then there's a nice carousel at the end waiting for you as two. It's going to be pretty cool. Then obviously we get some really good looking stuff here. We have like these big ass roller coasters and like Ferris wheels and stuff. There's also like a whole bunch of decorations we can place. So maybe for example if we kind of chuck some stuff in here. Let's get as close as possible. I still haven't figured out prop snapping. I do need to take some time. Like I said last episode, work has just been so busy I haven't really had time to do it. But it is on the to-do list, don't you guys worry. Okay, so let's make a little bit of a picnic park bench here. There can be a little bit of a sign pointing people to different rides. A couple of little tables right here by the entrance. Let's delete that one. Maybe a little sign here as well. So again, there's a bunch of different props in here. You can even make your own kind of arcades if you like. I like mini outdoor arcades. There's like a little kind of like coin machine thing here as well. So that's going to end up looking pretty decent. So again, as this grows, we will have a whole bunch of different things to play with. And of course, when you do any area, make sure you fence it off. Let's bring it up to here. And then again. Okay. I'm wondering what to do with this road. I wonder if maybe I can have some kind of houses along here actually. Let's go ahead and fill some of these in. It'd be nice to kind of have these with a tram lock track thrown behind them. Which is actually a nice border from the highway. Let's have a look how toll's doing. So already it's charged 23 cars this week, or last week rather, which is really good. So that's been making us some money. Okay, so we've got some education issues right now. Let's have a look. So elementary is in the orange. Well, let's go ahead and put these new guys in an elementary school. Yeah, we can see they're all lacking education around here. Let's have this. Probably in here would be a nice spot for it actually. That's going to boost our elementary school, and I think high school, yeah, high school desperately needs boosting. Let's go ahead and grab this place here. Not sure for the high school actually. It does need to be around here. Let's place it here for right now. And maybe we can make a bit of kind of, you know, if you attend this elementary school, then you go to this high school. Kind of like a little mini campus. That might be quite cool. Let's try and draw that out before we leave the episode there for the day. To here. Across there. And then down here as well. How about behind? Let's bring it down. And then across. Just like that. And then let's throw in a couple of trees for good measure. And again, I can detail that off camera for next episode, and you guys will be able to see the end result. Okay, so interestingly enough, we do have a little bit of backup here right now with a lot of garbage trucks. Let's try and make this road a two-way and see how people flow through that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and decorate a bunch of these areas off camera. and you guys will be able to see them next episode. So that is going to leave it there for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, a like below is very much appreciated. Equally as much, if you hated this video, please feel free to leave a dislike as well. This area is starting to round off nicely now, and it won't be long before we move on to a totally different area of the city. I don't want to spend too long in one area, so otherwise you guys tend to get quite bored. So we'll be swiftly moving on from this shortly, I imagine. But it is coming together nicely. Got a mix of lots of different houses and themes coming together, and there's a nice theme park developing there now. Once that levels up a little bit, we'll have some nice things to do. But I'll leave you with the outro attached, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.